Hello everybody, it has been a very long time since I've been able to do a GTA World Let's Play, and here we are today. We are rolling out as 2 Lincoln 13. It's been great to be back. I've been on duty a few times already, and honestly it's just been pretty chill, it's been pretty fun, and I definitely enjoyed my time back. I was looking forward to it for quite a long time. It was just hard to dedicate the time towards to it, but now that we're into the winter, I should be able to play a fair bit and hopefully get you guys some good Let's Plays out. We're taking the Crown Vic because why wouldn't we? Because mine's stored in the winter, so I might as well give you guys the virtual version of one. So here we are. And yeah, I just had a lot going on this summer, guys, so unfortunately I had to leave and stop role-playing entirely. I have resigned from Red County again because I just went back for a week just to kind of say hi to everybody, and now I'm back here, and it's been a blast. I actually ended up arresting somebody the other day because they cut out in front of me, and then they started speeding off, and then I lit them up and pulled them over, and the guy ended up not having a driver's license, so that was my first arrest back the other day. So we'll see what's going on right now. We have 239 players online. So even if nothing really happens, I'm just happy to be able to bring you guys this because, like I said, it's been a long time and excited to do this. So, I better check to make sure I set my teen speed to 2 Lincoln 13. And I was also, and I did not, whoops, that's my bad. And also, I was able to upgrade my computer a little bit. I went from 12 gigabytes of RAM to 16. But unfortunately, because it's a pre-built Asus, I was not able to speed the RAM up. So the RAM is set for 3200 megahertz, the sticks that I put in, but the motherboard only supports 2133 because it doesn't have an XMP option, unfortunately. So besides that, haven't really done anything to the computer. That'll probably be the last upgrade that this computer gets. I'm also recording using the GPU because San Andreas, or sorry, wow, GTA 5 is very CPU based, so it's better for me to record with the GPU, which is a 1080 GTX 6GB. So it gives a lot less stutter and a lot more smooth gameplay footage, I hope. We'll see what happens when I upload it. So yeah, it's just been fun to be back, do some passive RP, do some fun RP. Yesterday we had a wild pursuit. I actually had to log off because I was going to my friend's place. I had to pull out halfway through the pursuit, but by that point it had already been happening for about 20 minutes or so. Some guy was going all over the place in the county, and he was just almost impossible to catch driving up mountains in his Landstalker and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a little crazy. Then my first day back, I was on patrol for about 5 minutes, and then a cop got T-boned on the side, and the poor bastard that T-boned the cop ended up running over the guy on the bike, so I had to deal with that situation. And then not too long after, I got a 911 call that somebody spit at somebody on the beach as they were driving by in their Rancher. So yeah, it was an interesting first day back the other day, I got to tell you that much. I said there's not a whole lot of people online, it's just 240, and I know you guys that are used to watching my Red County videos are like, how's that not a lot of people? But this is a big city, so when you start to get 500 plus people online, then you really start to get busy with that kind of stuff. So anyway, right now it'll probably just be a little bit quiet because it is in the morning, and we'll see what's going on. We'll roll down to Davis because usually this time of day, Davis and stuff isn't too hectic. It's when you start getting around 5 p.m. Eastern time and all that stuff that things really start to get crazy. But right now it'll probably be pretty quiet. Another problem I've had since I've come back is I forget what the street names are. So thank God for the map mod that I've got here, because if it wasn't for that, I'd be entirely screwed. My car got vandalized and I was attacked by a gang. Oh, 2 of them are going. I guess we're not going to that one. No point in having 3 units go to that call because the gang's obviously gone at this point. I was getting ready to go though. Oh yeah, and they have a new dispatch system. Let me bring that up for you guys really quickly. It's actually pretty cool. It definitely helps. So as you can see up here, I have my 2 Lincoln 13 calls signed. I am a patrol unit because I'm not in any divisions, just regular patrol. That's all I want to stay because personally I don't have the time to dedicate to a division. So it's good for me just staying patrol. Plus I enjoy it because you can still do traffic, you can do 911 calls and all that stuff. You can see my status and my location, which is available. So if I was to do a traffic stop, I would do / P status and type in code 6, and it would automatically update my dispatch to show that I'm code 6, which means I'm busy and or investigating the situation, and it would update my location. Then when you go over here, you can see the duty roster, which shows like 2 Lincoln 12, 2 Lincoln 13, all the Lincoln units and all that stuff. So you can see who's online, who's available, and who's not available. And then over here, you have all the 911 calls and stuff like that. So like I said, very cool system to have, definitely something that was needed in my opinion, and it certainly helps with the organization of things. Poor cop last night, it was last night or the night before I was on, I forget already. Yeah, my mind's going blank. They were at the Davis gas station, and anybody that knows Davis in this game, it's a little testy. It's not a place that you want to pull somebody over by yourself, but needless to say, I think the cop that pulled someone over by themselves had a bit of a riot that started on them, so that was not a good time. So right around here, this, which is Grove Street, the Davis up the road, and down at Jamestown Street are all the most dangerous areas in the GTA world. I said if you haven't played GTA World, highly suggest it, very high quality roleplay. So even if you encounter a situation that isn't necessarily high quality roleplay, it's still most likely going to be better than your bottom of the barrel roleplay on San Andreas, for example. Because let's be honest, when you're in PD sometimes you will encounter situations where the roleplay isn't exactly good all the time. But overall my experience has been 90% good roleplay even when I was here last time. And like I said, now that this time that I have more time just to relax and play the game, I definitely feel much more relaxed playing the game than I did last time. Plus, last time I just finished my P1 stage, so I wasn't that experienced. This time I feel a lot more calm and cool and collected with doing everything. Where's that guy going? But he does not seem to be going slow, that's for sure. We'll see if he comes down this way. Might be a good time to set up a speed trap somewhere, too. Yeah, we're not going to catch him. Let's just be real. He's long gone. Oh, yes, and is the daylight savings time started today? Yeah, it's either started or ended. I always get them mixed up, but in the fall it goes back and spring goes ahead. So right now it is an hour behind what it would normally be. For those of you that are not North American or otherwise that follow the time change, we went back an hour today. So this time yesterday it would be 10:56 in the morning for me, and right now it is 9:56. And I'll tell you folks what, I certainly took advantage of that extra sleep. So something that's interesting, so kind of like real life, if you're going to pull somebody over for speeding, you can do it in a couple ways. You can do it via radar, or you can do it via pacing. Now, radar is definitely the more accurate way to pull somebody over. That's the way I would suggest, but you can also do pacing, that if you get behind them for a good amount of time, let's say you're constantly doing 75 mile an hour to 60 zone, and you're clearly staying at the same distance, then you can pull them over via the pacing technique. And certainly if you're live, or if you're recording it at all, that's definitely a good time to add that into the evidence in case they take it to court. Then you can say, here's the visual evidence, and that way they cannot dispute it in court and they get screwed. I definitely just making sure they're all right there. I would definitely suggest having a recording function while you're playing. I don't always do it. I know, stupid me, I probably should, but recording while you're playing is definitely a good idea. I said this time of day it is kind of hard to find people to even like passively RP with just a little bit, just because there are less people online. It's quiet, but it's also a good time to do a reintroduction patrol to you guys and just say hi, because like I said, I'm very happy to be back, and I hope you guys are ready to have some fun on GTA World, because I will eventually, hopefully this week, get a Let's Play in during an evening patrol when things are definitely a little bit busier, when you're usually patrolling for about 10-15 minutes and you got to go to another 911 call or to a tax situation or something like that. That's definitely the time to be online if you want to play when it's busy. Is from about 4 p.m. Eastern until about 10 p.m. Eastern. Things will be busy. The server will usually hit almost 600 plus players a day, no problem now. Definitely a lot more people are playing this than even last time I was here, which was during the peak of COVID. GTA World is definitely picking up in popularity and gaining even more steam now than ever has been before. Which is awesome to see. Crazy amount of P1s in the PD right now, so a lot of new trainees are coming. What is that guy doing? A lot of new trainees are coming to the departments. There's like 50 patrol officer ones right now that are in the middle of their field training phase. So the P3s and up have been very busy training them. Honestly, thank God for them, because I know sometimes, in my experience training people, even on Red County when I was there, it was a chore sometimes to do it, but thank God that we have people dedicated to doing that, even if they do get tired from it from time to time. If it wasn't for them, then the newbies wouldn't really have anybody to train them. So, and honestly, based on my experience, my previous experience as a P1, they definitely do a good job training you and making sure that you know everything by the time you're done, because you have one evaluation patrol. After you get so many boxes checked, after you have a couple weeks and a fair amount of boxes checked off, like items checked off, you can get an evaluation patrol. And then after that, you got to get all your boxes checked off, make sure you're comfortable with patrolling by yourself 100%. Then you get another evaluation patrol, which will usually last an hour and a half to 2 hours, where they will try and evaluate you as best as possible. You are literally on your own. They are not there to help you at all during the second evaluation. And then they'll judge you based on that, and they will just say yay or nay if you're good to be a police officer too or not. Luckily, I passed. Oh, also installed the new siren. Got an older whale and siren in there, but I like the noise of it. It's not their current siren, and it's not the CENTCOM Gold. It's the one they used before, but I'm just using it to switch it out. Oh, Jesus, that light went red as soon as I get in there. Whoopsies. I'd say, guys, it's kind of quiet today, just because there's only 240 players online, which I know you're like, wow, 240 players. But no, that is kind of quiet for GTA World, albeit this is normal for this time of day. But usually the rest of the hours of the day, you can get a hell of a lot more people. So, like I said, we'll see what happens here. And like I said, just good to chat with all you, re-update you guys on a few things, and just let you know I am back. One thing the LSPD is actually doing soon is they are putting in the Buffalo S, which looks more like the 2013 and 14 Chargers instead of the old 2006 Charger that we currently have. So, can't wait for that car to go in. I'm definitely going to drive that some. In my opinion, that car looks even better than the real Dodge Charger from that era. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to drive it a few times, not going to lie, and I'll definitely try and get it in a Let's Play. But I guarantee you when that car comes out, just like the Crown Vics, that'll be like the only thing people use, so it'll be hard to get a hold of one for a couple weeks, and then hopefully I can do a video with one for you guys. Crown Vics aren't that fast in here. They only do about 116 miles an hour. I mean, acceleration isn't too awful on them, but like I said, they're just kind of one of those cars you use just because you want to drive it. They're not necessarily great at anything, but they're not terrible. But in pursuits, they will probably struggle at least a little bit. we can go first person through here. Jamestown Street is probably the most well, I wouldn't say it definitely competes with Grove Street for the #1 crime area, but like I said, none of the gang members are out and about this time of day. Whatever, I really like this weather setting. I think GTA World uses its separate weather that they made or something like that. Anyway, everything just looks really cool with how the clouds and everything go over the whole map. One thing, if you're a P1, I don't suggest doing a whole lot of is patrolling in these areas because you're just not used to it 100% yet. Good spots to get your first 2 patrols in would definitely be like the Mirror Park area. A little quieter and definitely more manageable, but you can get stuff done over there as needed without... what the heck is going on? Alright, let's see what they need here. This guy wants to ride to the beach so he can get a bike, but unfortunately for my safety I can't do that, but I will cover his cab if he would like to call one. Just something I can do for him. Like I said, just a few things like this that are passive RP that can definitely make or break some people's roleplay, so... waiting for them to just do a slash me. They might be new to the server too, so like I said, you gotta take that into account sometimes. Alright, let's see. Alright, we'll just help him out a little bit. Like I said, he could be kind of new to roleplay too, so certainly just helping them out with their actions a little bit sometimes certainly isn't a bad thing, and it helps them become a better role player too. What the fuck? Like I said, those are definitely the interactions that help you get a good name, and helps the PD as well get a good name, just to help the community at least a little bit. Like, it's not all about getting in the pursuits, getting in the shootouts and stuff like that. Those are the kinds of things just like that help the players as well. Like, his slash me wasn't great. I probably should have PM'd him to correct his slash me's a little bit to make them more detailed. Actually, I will do that because, like I said, that'll just help him in the long run. There. Now he'll know, or hopefully he'll take that into account and use a bit more detailed slash me's in the future. I really don't mind helping somebody out like that. But sometimes you will encounter people that will refuse to improve their roleplay quality, which at that point, sometimes it will end up being a form report, unfortunately. I don't even know how long I've been recording for, actually. Like I said, it's been quiet. Hopefully, we get a little bit of action for you guys. Like I said, not expecting a whole lot this time. And actually, I'll go over here. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. I do have to call it quits there though, because I have to head off for a couple hours and go do some stuff for today. So thank you guys for watching. I know it was quiet, but I hope you did enjoy me being back in GTA World. So have a good one. Next video, I promise, will be more action.